let's take care of the dynamics in this song. Now, this doesn't have too many elements. Visually, at least, you see we have the drums, the bass, and the sub. Those are the same piece of the same sound, just layered into two frequency groups, where the sub has only the lowest lows and the bass, everything above it. Now, where I'd like to get some compression, and I think I want some parallel compression, is on these drums. So let me get a compressor there. I'm going to use this glue compressor straight out of Ableton. Yeah, just like this. With a lot of attack, shortest possible release. And let's see if I can add some punch to all of this, some pumping. Let's see what happens. That's what I want. It's not just the point, you see, the attack I get off the kick drum. It's that breathing that it creates with the hi-hat, with the open hat going. So all that pumping I get, I want some of that pumping. Of course, I'm doing this really extremely, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to add that signal to our original dry signal. Now, first of all, what I want to do is adjust the makeup gain so I don't lose any volume when I bypass the compression. So let's do that first. Okay, that's good enough. Now I'm going to go from dry towards the wet, to the compressed signal and try to adjust this so I get just a tiny bit of that pumping underneath my original drum sound. Yep, that's the cohesiveness I want out of these drums. Now I'm going to be using a lot more compression. I want one more compressor right here on all of these basses just to keep them in check, just like this. So let's hear that. So I want this really fast. See all of those different sounds that I have there. It's not too many, but those different sounds, they do tend to play in different volumes. And I want this compressor just to, control them just a tiny bit. Okay, so I've added some makeup gain so that the signal coming out of the compressor is subjectively the same loudness as going in to control some of that volume change I have from the bass. You see changing from these two playing, then playing a one note from this end, then one from this end, playing one note from this end at the beginning of every phrase. So that compressor on the group of all these basses, and they are all routed through the group, that compressor is going to make sure that I have somewhat a unified, amplitude, unified volume out of all of those basses, and I don't get such a drastic change when they are actually changing sounds between them. So I want it more cohesive, sounding like, one bass line, but different sounds, different articulations. Now that's about it as far as I'm going to go with this single band compression I just showed you. We will apply much more compression in different forms like multiband sidechaining, but that comes in future lessons. So just wait for that and we're going to apply those as well.